very small middle and high school. So it was grades 7 through 12. And when I say small, I mean a total of 100 kids in my whole entire school. So how many kids are in this group? 100? Okay, you're looking at my whole entire school from 7 to 12. And you would think in a school that small we'd all be friends, right? Wrong. I graduated high school in a class of 15 kids. So probably this chunk of kids right here was my entire graduating class. And the boys in my class were not nice to me. They'd make fun of me, they'd start rumors about me, they'd turn people against me. I would eat lunch alone. I wouldn't have a partner for gym class. I'd spend my time at home on the computer because I had no friends to hang out with. So if this sounds familiar to any of you, I can promise you, you can get through it. You can rise above the bullying. Anyways, eventually all of this bullying started to get to me. I turned inward, and unfortunately I developed an eating disorder, anxiety, and depression, and I dealt with those things for about 10 years. If you bully yourself, you can stop, and you can be the bigger person. So, let's start with defining what bullying is. Someone raise their hand and tell me what they think bullying is. Yes?
Basically, being extremely mean to someone, sometimes calling them names, being rude to them, taking their stuff.
Yeah, good job. That's exactly what it is. Yeah?
The person taking out their anxieties of life and miserable overcomes in life out on another person because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Exactly.
Knowing that every person is overcoming too.
Exactly. Yeah? A mean person? Is that what you said? Yeah? Yes.
Someone who is mean to a certain or certain type of word.
I want you to remember that word, power. We'll come back to that later. And sadly, we've all been bullied, and bullying comes in many shapes and forms, and a lot of you touched upon that just now. So let's go to the next thing. Let's go through some of the types of bullying. So there's verbal bullying, which is anything from taunting, name calling, threatening to hurt someone. Physical bullying, which is hitting, punching, taking or breaking people's things. Social bullying, which is leaving someone out on purpose or starting rumors. And then there's cyberbullying, which I'm sure you all know is bullying via technology. So that could be posting mean or rude things about someone, harassing them, name calling via texting, social media, the internet. I hope none of you have been through that before, but if you have, it's not good. Bottom line, all forms of bullying are bad, wrong, and hurtful. Go everywhere with a friend. Don't give the bully the opportunity to bully. Next step I would suggest is hold the anger. Don't let the bully know you're upset by what he or she does. And this is going to take practice because it's going to mean having to fight off some emotions. But don't react to the hurtful bully by crying or responding with anger. This only fuels the bully. He or she wants to know that they're affecting you, and that's exactly what they want. So don't give them that satisfaction. You can practice some cool down techniques, which are like counting to 10 or taking deep breaths or walking away until you're out of the danger. And on top of that, the next step would be act brave. The next step would be tell an adult. Any adult at school or at home can help you put an end to bullying. And you may be scared that the bully will keep bullying if you tell on them. That's not true, because any adult is far more powerful than any bully. So make sure you tell someone that you're being bullied. Talk about it. Talk about it to someone you trust. And that could be a guidance counselor, a parent, a sibling. They may be able to help fix the situation, and they can also help you work through it, right? The next three are related to cyberbullying. I would say the best way to get rid of bullying via the internet is to block the bully. If they can't see what you're posting or what you're writing, and because they're blocked and they're not allowed to comment, they're not going to bully you. If perchance they get through the filters and they're able to comment something or post about you, don't respond. Just as if the bully were face-to-face, ignore it. Don't give them, again, the satisfaction of knowing that you care what they say or think. Purpose is the reason why something exists. So, have you ever stopped to think why you exist and what you're passionate about and what gets you out of bed in the morning? Maybe you love playing sports, or maybe you love dancing, or reading, or writing. Or maybe your purpose is other people, your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, whomever. What makes you happy and what do you enjoy doing? I ask you these questions because if you're being bullied, it helps to remember what your purpose is. Why? Well, it's so much easier to ignore the hurtful things people say if you know who you are and that what they're saying isn't true. So, how do you put this into practice if you're being bullied? How do you tune out what the bully is saying and focus on what your purpose is? I'll give you an example of how this. I love writing, and I remember all of those things. Those are the things that I hold near and dear to my heart. They make me me. They make me Maria. So what makes you you? What are you passionate about? What was that word I told you to remember earlier? Power. Nice, okay, good. Bullies have power, and unfortunately, they use that power to hurt other people. So what we need is a shift in power, right? We need to take that power and turn it into purpose. And how do we do that? Well, if you're a bully and you know that you have some sort of power over somebody, you don't use that power to hurt another person. You take that power and you turn it into your purpose, right? So you're a bully, but you love baseball. You take that energy and you go play baseball. You go become a better baseball player. You don't use that power for hurt, you use it for good. And say you're being bullied and you know someone has some sort of power over you, why don't you try to figure out that person's purpose? What makes them happy? People bully because they're unhappy with themselves. It's not about you, it's about them. They maybe haven't found their purpose, and maybe they need some kindness in their life. I want you to remember, they're not bullying you because you deserve it. You don't. They're bullying because they're unhappy with themselves. So the best thing that we can do is to find our purpose and use it for good, right? Don't let the hurtful words hurt. Find your purpose, find your passion, find your confidence, and you can overcome bullying.